put the fucking mic on.
You're now listening to Almost Rich.
Because you make a lot of money and you're really good
I
at
mean,
your
I
job.
don't know if it's a lot of money. It's an appropriate amount of money.
Almost Famous.
My mom had to sit me down and say, listen, there's no such major as famous, so can you figure your life out and get a real job?
With Bridget Linton and Betsy P. on the Land on Demand.
Sounds.
Cheers. Welcome to Almost Rich, Almost Famous holiday episode 2022. Do you think that the camera can see my gangster
I
rapper
hope
shirt?
not.
Why? Let's see, this is like
hate-
funny.
It is funny in like the way that you think things are funny.
What does that mean?
Like,
Care to explain, Betsy?
yeah, like gangster rap. Like you were telling somebody yesterday, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna wear my gangster rapper shirt, and they were like, cool, and you're like, but like rapper with a W, get it? And they were like, yeah, but like, no, I don't care.
That was me.
That was Rob, and Rob was like, yeah, don't care.
I
And
know,
was
but like
oh
Rob
my
like
God.
always like does that to me. Like he just thinks I'm like corny in other ways.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like I feel like most people laugh or they like it. I
Yeah.
have another one that says Santa is my homeboy. Oh. Which one do you prefer? Gangster rapper?
Neither of them. I saw this really good one that I actually sent to you and our other friend. It was for an ugly sweater party, and it had like the outline of a reindeer,
Mhm.
and it had a boob missing, and so you stuck your boob through the hole, and then it was like the little face, and it had like the little eyes and little antlers,
Like there's a hole in the shirt
like
for
a
your
hole
boob.
for your boob to like, because like your nipple was like the like nose or something.
See, and this is where I know we have different sense of humors because like me, like I think this shirt is like so cool and so fun and funny, like all of the above. And you're like, you're stupid. You sent that to the group, like didn't even show one tooth, did not smile, did not laugh. Like I took it seriously. And I was just like, oh yeah, I guess if she's going to a Christmas sweater party, that's what she would wear. And I answered you literally. I'm like,
I know
oh,
it annoyed your text annoyed me. That's why I just didn't respond, because I was like, everyone's slow today when I sent that, and like you were like, huh, I don't get it.
No, I didn't.
You were like, what Christmas party are you going to that you didn't invite me to?
didn't say that either. All I said
That's
was,
what you were thinking.
no, I was like, I was driving first of all, and I saw it, and I was like, I'm like, yeah, that seems like something she would wear. I was like, what Christmas sweater party are you going to? And then you were like, Bridget, it's a joke. And I was like, oh, see, I didn't laugh. So we do have different sense of humors.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think people would like just to see your boob, but I don't think they'd be.
I do too.
I don't think they'd be laughing.
Well, I don't know, but today I wore a little icicle-y. Like this outfit that I'm wearing reminded me of an icicle, which reminds me of Christmas, and so
Oh.
that's why I'm wearing this for our holiday episode. If you were wondering.
I was wondering because I've never seen this outfit before, and it's
Thank
super
you.
cute.
Thanks.
I think Rob said you look like a cloud.
Yeah, but I think it's more of like an icicle feeling.
Yeah, now
you
that
know?
makes more sense because
Yeah.
I'm like, it's cute, but it's not holiday.
Yeah, but
now
you
I get
you
it.
think it's like a little holiday, like it's like fuzzy and like
Yeah.
warm, and like if you're like sitting by the fire listening to like Mariah Carey Christmas, this is like something that you'd wear.
I mean, you had to explain it. I don't think I have to. I don't think I have to explain my shirt. People
Sure don't.
know. Oh, Christmas time, gangster rapper.
Yeah, good one, Bridge.
But okay, if you get invited to an ugly Christmas sweater party, do you actually show up in an ugly Christmas sweater?
Okay, this is what I'm never understanding about ugly Christmas sweater parties. Why would I intentionally look ugly? Like, why would I want to put myself in a position to where I would look uglier than like I already may be? It doesn't make sense. It never has made sense to me.
I don't know how this tradition got started, but they are very, very popular. I will say whenever I go, of course I participate. I have to be
Yeah,
like the
it's just-
most like spirit there.
Yeah.
But I somehow always get like a cute, ugly sweater, if you know what I mean. Like I'll make it sexy somehow.
Yeah.
Like one time I got a weird like sweater dress. It was ugly, but it was like
Yeah.
very form fitting, and I wore like
Yeah.
thigh high boots.
Yeah.
So like made it cute.
Okay, I think that's more appropriate, I feel like. Because
I'm trying to let you know you have an eyelash on your face. I'm trying to be discreet. I'm like going like this
Well, you're-
to let you know. And Betsy's touching her hair. Like I'm like, Betsy, just the eyelash. So now I just had to tell you live on the podcast because you weren't getting it. So I knew,
she's whispering in the mic, your eyelash. I'm like, we're on.
I know that if like Rob cuts out these like clips and we post it on social and you see it, you'd be like, why don't you tell me I have an eyelash on my face? So I was
Okay, well,
trying to be
anyway, thank
discreet.
you. Wait, so anyway, what were you saying?
Sexy, ugly Christmas
Okay, so I
sweaters.
get the sexy, ugly Christmas sweater. But,
Yeah.
like, I just don't understand the, like, ugly Christmas, like, sweater thing. Like, these big, nasty, like, sweaters. Like, it just, like, no one looks cute at an ugly Christmas sweater party. It's so stupid.
And no one
It's like the
actually
dumbest thing I've
like
ever
wears literal ugly Christmas sweaters. Like when they first started and you'd go to Goodwill or somewhere or
Yeah.
your mom's
Yeah.
old sweater from back in the day, it was like cool and a unique idea. But now companies actually sell, like you can type in ugly Christmas sweaters and buy like an ugly Christmas sweater that was made to be ugly.
And they're so stupid, too.
Yeah.
Like, the ones that they do, like, with, I don't know, like a wrapper on the front. And then they, like, are doing, like, one of their, you know what I'm saying? Like, ho, ho, ho. Something.
Oh, yeah,
so,
yeah.
like something, like, stupid. I'm like, get out of here. I hate you guys. Like, it's not a fun party for me. And don't invite me because I don't want to go. I'm not saying you. I'm saying in general. Don't invite me. I don't want to come.
You can invite me, guys. I'll come.
I'm not coming. I'm definitely not coming. What about, like, work Christmas parties? Like, we have a work Christmas party here. We had one yesterday, but it wasn't a real work Christmas party.
I certainly
know
partied like it
you
was
took
the real one.
I know you took it seriously, but like work Christmas parties in general, like, you know, people get like super drunk. Like,
Yep, me. That's me, Betsy.
do you think you were the drunkest person at the Christmas party?
By far. It's like not even, well, it was close between me and another teammate, but I probably still won.
Do you think that like the new people, because we have a lot of new people in the office.
Yeah.
Do you think the new people in our office were looking at you like, God, what a degenerate?
I think
What
they
a
were.
jerk.
No, because they told me. Because I hung out with some of them. They kept the party going with me. They're like, wow, I've never got to hang out with you like this before. You're like wild. And I'm like, yeah. And then like the next
Yeah.
day,
So watch what I can do.
and then the next hour, another shot goes down. Then I'm like getting emotional. I'm like, guys, man, I just love you so much.
Oh,
I always get worried that people don't like me around here, and I think we need to do this more often. And they're like, oh my God, why are you crying? I'm like, because I just love you guys so much. And then the next hour, I'm like, maybe I'll put on my iTunes and we can put on some like old school 90s rap, and I'll
You invited them over?
No, I just like at the bar. Like, you know, you can like play your own music. So I'm playing old school rap. I'm rapping for everybody, gangster rapper. And I'm doing that. And so they're laughing, kind of. And then we like sit back down and we go back to like a heart to heart. So I was kind of all over the map. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I woke up today. I was kind of like, probably took it a little too far. And I walked in, didn't think anyone was going to be in the office.
Yeah.
And the guy I was out with was in there and he's like, hey, Bridget. And I'm like, hey.
Isn't that the worst?
Yeah.
Isn't it the worst when you like do a whole bunch of weird stuff? And like
Yeah.
you oftentimes do a bunch of weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I know you were probably crying, you were Irish dancing, you were doing all your things that you do when you typically get drunk.
Yeah.
And like they probably don't know how to act today. You don't know how to act today. That's like those Christmas parties everyone goes to, like in the movies where everyone's super good looking and then they all just like hook up with each other and then
Yes.
the next day I mean that doesn't happen here obviously based
Yeah.
on the circumstances, but like you like go to work and you're like, hey, how are
Yeah.
you? And then like you never talk again until the next time you get drunk. And then you're like, God, I just wanted to say I'm really sorry about how drunk I got at the Christmas party.
Here I go again. Cheers. That's how it was, though. And I don't know how it happened. I know I came in and Rob was like, what time did you get home? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. He's like, no, for real, what time did you get home? I'm like, I don't know, like 1:30, 1:45. The party started at 4. So
My God.
I know, I did take it too far. But, so we're at this like cool Christmas bar. So you're in the Christmas spirit. And then there was like 5 or 6 of us. And I was like, let's go get another drink somewhere else. Like we're hungry, we want more food. So then we go to another bar/restaurant, have a few more drinks, have some more food. And then like 2 of them left. So okay, now we're down to 3 or 4 of
And
us.
what are you drinking this whole time?
I think I was just doing vodka sodas.
Oh, okay. That's like, you can get that anywhere. So I feel like that's like a good thing to stick to because you can
Yeah.
go to a dive bar, you can go to the Ritz. Like either way, you can have a vodka soda. Okay, so that
Yep,
was good.
Yep. And then I just thought maybe after that we were going home. And then it was like, well, let's just go to another bar. I don't know how to say no. I'm like, okay. By the end of the night, it was down to the 3 Musketeers, just 3 of us. And
And you never at any point thought like, God, maybe I should go home.
yeah. Well, not till that very end.
Not
And
until 1:45.
I looked at the bartender, and it was not a lot of people in there. By the way, he was a fan of the podcast. He was like, yeah, I know who you are. I listened to ARAF, so that's cool.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Thanks for replying with a fist bump for me.
I didn't know I had to. Like I had to. Like what else is they gonna do?
So I'm like chatting with him. And finally, he's like, yeah, guys, so we actually closed about an hour ago. If you guys want to I'll give you a to-go cup. I'm like, oh, it's kind of like got kicked out, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is really something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I took my classy self home after like just a drink.
I know. You were out of there by 5:30.
I sure was.
I was out of there by 1:30 a.m.
I prefer more of like a classy Christmas party.
What does that entail?
Like, I mean, it entails like, I don't know, I want to drink like a nice glass of champagne near like a fire in this like cozy outfit.
That's not a party. That's like what you do at home every day. It's literally your life every day.
Okay, well, listen, you know what I did do? I wasn't planning on telling this, but I'm not going to say where I went, but you're going to fucking lose your shit.
You did something without me yesterday?
I did. Well, it's the place I told you I was going to go.
Okay.
But we can't name the place because it's like, this is incriminating.
Oh, no.
So I go to the place that I went to after the Christmas party because I had like a work situation there. So I go and I'm chit-chatting with, you know, the lady that I'm with. Okay.
Can you get your shit together over there? God, eyelashes, hair, piecing.
I know, sorry. I'm really a mess. And on the holiday episode, I wanted to be perfect. So I told my two co-hosts, please, you guys, let me know if my hair is weird. And Rob's over here like,
I've never done that hand motion in my life.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you told us, like, just, like, let me know. So we're doing our part. You're the one that's, like, acting all weird about it. Like,
okay, I'm done. All right, just don't tell me anymore. If it's ugly, it's ugly. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so I go to the spot, and I'm having this, like, meeting, and then we get into drinks, and we're hanging out. And all of a sudden, you guys, I fucking swear to God. I swear to God.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh. Yep.
What?
I'm talking to her, just like blah, blah, blah. I see a mouse climbing up a wall. And I was like,
Oh!
lose my shit. I start screaming. Mind you, this is very supposed to be a classy joint.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then like I tell the people who work there and they're like, oh, blah, 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 it's okay, no big deal. And I was like, oh, well, it kind of seems like it.
Yeah.
I see two more.
Oh!
Oh, yeah.
On the wall or on the ground?
Listen, this is horrifying.
God, and I know you like do those little screams if you like see a tiny little bug.
Oh,
I can just imagine.
I scream in a dining room full of old people.
Were they all like, why is she screaming? Or they
but then they saw it too.
Yep.
Then I saw two more come out of a crack of a wall.
Stop.
And I was like, oh, hell no. I literally ran out. I put my champagne. I was like, sorry, guys, I'm taking this. And I ran out, put it between my legs, and drove myself home. I'm not letting it go to waste.
Well, I agree with that move, and they should not question that either. However, I know you're not going to like this.
I know.
You might have had little, like, turds in your food.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
Oh. What did you think I was going to say?
I don't know. I thought you were going to be like, see, that's what happens when you try to be, like, bougie and you go to, like, a nice place and, like, leave the dive bar party, which is also true, I suppose. What are you talking about? Why would I have shit in my drink? Like, how would that even, like, happen?
Not
like,
your drink. I meant, like, your food. Because, okay, so I remember, like, my parents back in last year. Is there, like, a time of year that mice come out?
Yeah,
like,
it's when it's cold outside.
Oh, so, like, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like now.
Okay, so, yeah, I just remember going back to my parents' house, and I see, like, traps everywhere. I'm like, what's going on in here? Mom's like, yep. She's like, I opened up the silverware drawer. She's like, I noticed a little, like, black, like, dust things. My mom's like, you, like, a psycho clean freak. She's like, well, that's weird. So she cleans it all out. Then she goes in the pantry, sees the same little things. Mm-hmm. My dad's like, oh, those are mouse turds.
Yeah.
She threw out.
They call them droppings. Like, that's what we say, like, to be
really?
more appropriate. Oh, did your dad really say mouse turds?
Probably. I mean, I don't know why. I've actually never heard droppings. Droppings?
That's what they call them.
Like, why?
Because they're droppings.
Like, he dropped a little turd. But why just mice? Why don't they call them like
I don't know.
There's...
They probably call other animals
I don't
shit
think so.
droppings too.
No,
I don't know.
No, they don't.
No, they yes, they do. I didn't make that up.
Well, they don't. But anyways, they like had to throw all the food away, everything. It was like a whole disaster. And I'm like, ew, I still don't want to eat. So I'm saying if you ordered food, there could be a little mouse droppings.
It's true. It's true. I mean, I have to tell, like, I obviously didn't finish my food at that point. I literally just left and they took it off my bill. Thank God. The other thing I want to say, and I don't know why we're going off into this, like, tangent, but, like, I never knew that having mice and, like, things in your home is just like a, like it's like life. I was always like, ew, that's so disgusting. That means your house isn't clean. It's so gross. It happens to the best of us. I have a neighbor who's really young. And when this person moved in, I was like, yeah, I have like a cleaning person. I have an exterminator. I have all of these things. You know, exterminator's top of my list. Like,
Which I
DeAndre, we're like BFFs. He comes like twice
I
a
met
quarter.
DeAndre.
Yeah, I know he's like a good friend.
And I remember I asked him, I was like, so like, what's like your full-time job? Like, is this like a fun side gig? He's like, no, this is like my business. I'm like, oh, so a lot of people have exterminators. He's looking at me like I have 7 heads. I'm like, okay, anyways, nice to meet you, Andre.
Literally, I'm telling you, before I even moved into that house, I had an exterminator set up. Like, I don't want any funny business. I like want to make sure you like clear the premises of any type of mice, spiders, anything, whatever.
And guess what? You still got mice.
Well, I understand that, Bridget, but like he has to come. Now I have this whole system that's happening outside of my house, so they can't get in. It's a whole story, whatever. It doesn't matter. The point of the story is I feel like people are like, ew, that's so gross. And it is fucking disgusting, but like happens to the best of us.
It's
All
life.
right, I can't. Let's talk. Let's get
All
off
right,
of
so
my
I like
topic.
Christmas parties. You know what's interesting about me, though, which I think is a little interesting, is yes, I love like the spirit. I'll wear like my gangster rapper shirt. Santa is my homeboy. Work holiday party, great. I'm the last one to leave, first one there, all that. I don't like some people like as soon as like Halloween's over, like time for Christmas decorations,
Psychos.
all that. I just put mine up yesterday,
Yeah.
and it's halfway through December.
I know. Like, I think that's fine. I think those people, there's like something wrong with them. The people who like right after Halloween are like,
Yeah,
yep, my
I'm like, there's
Christmas
still
tree's
Thanksgiving to
up.
go.
It's fucking weirdos.
But then I do, this is just me being pure laziness is why I don't really like to put them all up.
Yeah.
Then I'll keep them up sometimes like March because I don't like feel like taking them down either.
I think you did that last year.
I know actually what my real system is. I'm like, well, if no one's coming over, why do I need to put Christmas decorations up? Well, my nephews are coming. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, they would like a little tree and all
Yeah.
my decorations. So that's the only thing that motivated
Yeah.
me to put it up. Same thing with taking it down. I'm like, well, no one's coming over. I don't mind having this little tree up for a little longer. And then I find out someone's coming to visit. I'm like, well, it is March 5th. I guess I should probably take down the tree.
That is horrifying. You know when mine comes down? Guess what day mine comes down?
Is it? I would say January 2nd, 1st.
December 26th.
That's weird.
Don't care. Don't care. It's coming down. I want to start totally new for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Yes, I want my house to be clean. I want it to look exactly how I want it to look. I don't want to have to do any work. I just want it to be ready.
You know, I was going to guess December 26th. I was like, oh, no, people stay in the holiday spirit through
I
New
know.
Year's Eve.
I don't give a fuck. I'm taking the shit down.
And how does Sunny feel about it? Is he like, Bats, can we just have a little more spirit for a little
Sonny
longer?
does not want to fight with me about cleaning our home. Like, he wants to just get done with it so I never have to talk with him about it again.
Yeah, that's... I mean, I guess I would be the same way with you. I would actually like to live with someone like you, so now I wouldn't have to worry about it.
Well,
You would just get it done.
I do get it done. You,
Yeah.
on the other hand, have your shit up till March, and that's why never be roommates, you and me.
That's true. And you're also a really good gift giver, but we've made it clear. We're not getting each other gifts. It's just too much. Like,
It's so
we'll treat each
much.
other to a dinner like we do every day.
Okay, so we talked about it, I think probably like 2 Christmases ago, because it's like that awkward, like, do we get each other something? Do we have like, and then it's like,
Yeah.
and then if I get you something, you don't get me something, then
awkward.
it's like, oh shit, it didn't get here yet. You know, like you have to like make that whole buy situation up. Like, it's on the way. I know, it's so annoying. It like is back ordered.
And then, like, you get it, and you're like, okay, I know you just got this for me because I got you something, and so now it just
Right.
doesn't feel genuine or that as
Right.
thoughtful as it
Right.
would have. It's a whole
Like,
thing.
I think everyone needs to embrace just being upfront and honest, like when you start the relationship with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, Bridget, I really love you as my best friend, but like, let's just not
Yeah.
get each other holiday gifts.
Yep. We'll
done
do a
with
little holiday dinner at some
Yes,
point.
yes.
I
Yeah,
like that.
I agree.
What about, like, coworkers and bosses? That's always a tricky one, too. Like, do I
Wow.
get, like, my boss something? But
So I, in the past,
Uh-huh.
had always gotten my bosses something.
you would. God, I didn't.
Oh, always, like every single year. Like I
Bad employee.
love to give bosses things. Now I kind of just pick and choose my teammates that I'm going to give things to. Like so and so helped me with this. Great, I should give them something for the holidays. You know, like I kind of pick
Yeah.
and choose. And like, you know, we like there are people who like bring something to everyone in the office. I'm not the type.
Like, bringing cookies or something. Yeah.
I'm so weird.
Yeah, I'm not that either. I had one of those situations of someone got me something and then I didn't think about it and I'm like, what do I do? And
Did
instead
you
of
do the lie? Don't
no,
lie.
I didn't. I just didn't get him anything.
Okay, what'd you say?
Thank you.
You were just like, "Aw, thanks for thinking of me," and they were like, "Well, you're welcome," and then it was just never talked about again.
Yeah.
Well, now was that last year?
Yeah.
Okay, well now we're here again. So now what do you do?
I know. Okay, so
Oh,
this year
I'm
I think I am going to get them, but it's multiple people too. I know.
how many?
I know, 3. I got 3 gifts last year from teammates. Didn't even think about doing the same thing. But then, and we weren't all in the, because we were in like under construction, our office was, so everyone was working from home. So I didn't even see them again for a very long time. And at that point, it was like end of January, like early February when I was going to see them again. I'm like, well, now it's just weird to like get them something and bring it to them in February. Like, I don't know, I'm just not going to do it. So this year, I think I'm going to get them something. And I'm assuming that they're like, she didn't get us anything, cutting her off the list this year. So
then
mine,
you'll be even.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you'll be even. So why don't you just say, hey, are you guys getting me something again this year?
No. maybe next year I'll do that. Like, so are we exchanging gifts or not?
What is like appropriate to get a teammate, you think?
So all of mine that I got, all of my gifts
Yeah.
last year were gift cards, which I love.
Oh,
I think that's
that's
great.
nice.
I got a Amazon gift card, obviously everyone can use.
Yeah.
I got a Starbucks gift card, another great one.
Yeah.
And then the other one was like a Visa gift card.
Well,
No, Taco Bell, that was it.
Those are very impersonal gifts.
I know. But they're very practical. You know you're going to use
they're
them.
practical. And I feel like at the age that we're at, like I get it. Like practicality is everything. A couple years ago, there was a guy that we worked with. You'll remember this. And listen, we were like really good friends. I don't know how we ever got on the subject of this like brand of underwear. And I thought, and these underwear are like $30. And I knew that he was never going to buy himself these underwear.
Uh-huh.
So I bought him these underwear. And I remember I brought them to work and I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited to give you this. And like, I'm not thinking there's totally anything wrong with it because like they're $30 underwear. I know dude's not going to buy them for himself. He opens them. He's so happy. Like, oh my God, I love these. He's holding them up.
Guys, look what I got.
Look what Betsy got me. Like explaining it to the office. And I remember.
Did you get pulled into HR?
Uh-huh.
Oh!
Like at the time it was like, well, Betsy, not my first time with a run-in with HR, obviously. Betsy, are you sure like that was appropriate? Like, well, yeah, like we have a great relationship.
Look how happy he was.
Look at how dude was showing off the underwear to the whole office. He loved them. It didn't go past that. Like he didn't show me what they looked like on. He just held them up. Yeah, these look like they'll fit.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't see anything wrong with it, really.
That's a nice gift for your
so
people.
was that like the last time you got your teammates' gifts? Like, this is where we draw the line.
No, I mean, I never did it again.
Yeah. Well,
I never did it again. But, Rob, would that make you uncomfortable if I got you underwear for...
No. I would have probably showed people, though. Like, I would have made a content video bit out of it.
Yeah.
Of course, Rob's always thinking content.
I mean, it was, I thought it was a pretty good idea. But again, you have to realize, okay, I think there are 2 types of gifts, and I like both. I liked a practical gift, and I like a gift that you're never going to buy yourself. Like something just so, like, stupid. Like, some guys don't like to spend, like, stupid money on stupid, like, underwear, right?
Yeah, yes.
Like, well, I do like to spend stupid money on stupid shit. That's, like, something nice you can do for somebody. I thought it was a great idea. Truly one of my best.
And especially since he, like, if it had been one thing if he opened it and was like, oh my God, Betsy, and then then I would understand HR and, like, the whole situation. Yeah.
I mean,
he loved them.
He loved them.
I do like the gifts. Like, for me, one of, like, the best gifts I can get is jewelry and perfume. I don't like to spend, like, $200 on a bottle of perfume, which is stupid, but someone gives it to me, like, great. Now I can use it. Same with jewelry. You like to buy it for yourself. I understand.
I do.
But, like, I don't know why. I'm fine spending money on basically everything. On tennis shoes, I'll just drop whatever it is if I love them that much. Jewelry, I always get to that point. I'm like, no, I don't need it. And then someone gives it to me. It's so nice because I'm like, great. I really did want it, but I wasn't going to buy it. Yeah.
I agree. I buy myself my own jewelry. That's how I feel about flowers. Like, I don't want to buy myself like a $200 bouquet of flowers. It's
Who
just
buys $200 worth of flowers?
Whatever people buy. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever bought flowers actually in my life.
You haven't?
Mm.
Oh, that's like something I actually like. I like that. I also like
candles. That's a good one I like to get gifted.
Candles are good ones also because you don't ever have to go to fucking Bath and Body. Can you believe Bath and Body Works is still in business, by the way?
Well, yeah, are you kidding me? That's like people go and buy their candles all the time.
They are good candles.
I know.
You still buy body spray from there.
I know. But
I didn't know if you were going to go with that or be like, no, I don't.
Well, I don't buy them. Yeah, I do actually.
That's a nice stocking stuffer for you, actually.
Yeah.
When we decide to do gifts again,
maybe
I'll get you that. What is the best gift you've ever gotten and the best gift you've ever given?
Ooh. The best gift, I mean, the first thing that comes to mind, the best gift I've gotten, like received, was last year for Christmas when I got my Bookman & Son fine jewelry ring. Which, gosh, I can't believe I'm not wearing it.
I know.
But you've got a bunch of Bookman & Son jewelry on. Well,
I do.
Okay, this episode is dropping before Christmas, so guys, if you actually do need something, or girls, go to Bookman & Son Fine Jewelry. It's in Brecksville, so if you live in Ohio, definitely go check them out. Josh is the best, so if you want to like get your sister something, get your mom something, get your girl in your life, I'm telling you, that was my favorite gift I've ever gotten.
Yeah.
Again, I wasn't going to buy it myself.
Right. And also, I mean, the best part about him is like you can get something for you and you have like a little bit more conservative taste, or you can get something for me and mine is not.
I don't think you have people in your life that can afford 17-karat earrings, Betsy.
I know, including my goddamn self. It's just like really irritating. I'm going to get there.
It's just crazy that that's like what you want.
Why is that crazy?
17 carats.
Why would I
can't
not
imagine
want
what
that?
it looks like. But
it's so lovely.
When you like came to tell me about it and you were so casual, like, yeah, I mean, obviously I can't afford it right now, but I'm like, well, yeah, I would think not.
Well, I will be able to one day.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So that was my favorite gift. Gift that I've given. Well, again, I base it
like most thoughtful or unique or whatever.
I always just base it off of people's reactions. So like sometimes I don't think it's a great gift, but if they really, really love it, I mean, it's mainly like family. That's basically who I get gifts for nowadays. So it was it Christmas or birthday? I can't remember. But so my mom's favorite song is Forever Young by Rod Stewart. Do you know that one?
I know the one.
And she would sing it to us when we were little all the time. And like, if anything ever happens to me, just read these lyrics. Like, this is what it is. I know she was
very morbid.
Yeah. Very, very into it. I mean, it's like treat others the way you want to be treated. Like that's the whole meaning behind it. So my sister-in-law is really good at like calligraphy and can write it. And so I was like, Meg, can you write out
cute,
like the lyrics to that and like she can hang it up. Yeah. I actually think I'm taking credit for this idea, and I don't think it was mine. It might have been my sister-in-law's.
I'm sorry.
I know. Now that I'm telling the story, I'm like, now that I'm telling the story, yeah, I don't think it was my idea. I don't know.
Is there something wrong with you? How are you claiming this idea as your own?
Well,
why didn't you just go with it? Why did you even like out yourself?
Well, I don't know. I know. I'm like literally, Betsy. It's one of these
the holiday
weird
party really fucked you last night. Like,
I know. I'm like
really out
foggy
of it.
brain,
real out of it.
Anyways, she opened it and my mom started crying. Amazing. And so every year, birthday, Christmas, and we get her something, she'll reference it. She'll be like, oh, this is lovely. I mean, not as good as the Forever Young lyrics that I have hanging up right here, but this is still really nice. I'm like, geez. She really
you'll never live it down. But that's why you need to go practical next time then. Because like you can't, like if you can't
outdo the
compete,
thoughtfulness.
If you can't compete. Yeah.
Like. And I just want to say, like, we gifted it to her as like a collective, like this, like children.
Yeah. You just didn't come up with the idea.
I don't think I did.
Well, it sounds like you didn't.
I don't know. Maybe
it sounds like you did not.
I'll ask my sister-in-law. Meg, was that your idea or was that mine? She's gonna be like,
it kind of seems like it was probably Meg's idea. So
she's not even like her big birth child. All right. Anyways, so that was a good one. You know, another weird one, which I think this is a mix of thoughtfulness and practicalness.
What?
Practicality. Yeah. That my parents loved. I was like, what do I get them? Okay, they go out, they're like still like funny and they do date nights like every Tuesday, whatever it is. And they just like go to different restaurants. So I bought a little tree.
Yeah.
A little baby one.
Yeah.
Basically what I got at my place.
Yeah.
And I just went to like Giant Eagle or wherever and picked up like 10 different gift cards, like $25 to Olive Garden, $25 to Buffalo Wild Wings. Like
that's
just things.
Great.
And movie tickets, and I clipped them on there. So it was like a little
so cute.
gift card tree. My mom still brings that. This is where I get it. This is where I get it from. So my mom, she thought that was the coolest idea ever. And again, one that she brings up a lot. So the other day I'm talking to him. She's stressing out about what to get the nephews. She's like, I always just get them so many toys. They play with them once and that's it. I'm like, Mom, why don't you just get them like one each, one big gift. And then that's it. And they'll be really excited about it. She's like, yeah, you're right. So then that was one conversation. So we catch back up. And she was like, oh, yeah, so I got to get a Zambezi Bay gift card and like a cosign. I'm like, for what? She's like, oh, I figured out what I'm doing for the nephews. I'm like, oh, what? She's like, I'm going to do a little gift card tree. And so they're going to open it and they'll have gift cards to, you know, like the video game place and this. And I'm like, looking at my dad. I'm looking at her. I'm like, well, where'd you get that idea? She goes, I know. I thought it was pretty good too. I was like, Mom, I'm like, I got you that like not that long ago, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe. And she's like, no, you just got us a bunch of gift cards and a card. I'm like, no, I didn't. I did it on the tree. That was the whole like cool part about it. My dad's like, Kat, are you kidding me? And she's like, God, I thought I came up with that on my own. So
what
now
the
I know
hell is wrong with you two?
I must get it from her.
That's really weird.
I know.
That's really, really weird.
Anyways, I'm thinking that you have much cooler gifts than I just said, but
no. I mean, my favorite gift of all time, you know, is my bidet.
oh yeah.
It was like the fanciest fucking bidet of all time. Nightlight, heated seat, hot water, cool water for the front, for the back, everything. It's so good.
I actually had a conversation with someone recently that also has a bidet, and she said it's one of those things like once you go bidet, like you can't go back.
Oh, can't.
She's like, if I have to go to the bathroom in public, I just go home.
Oh, it's
because I don't want to use toilet paper ever
is,
in my life.
It is the fucking worst situation of all time. I know. And it really saves on toilet paper. That was my favorite gift. My favorite gift I've ever given. I don't know. Sometimes I'm thoughtful. Sometimes I'm not. Like this year I'm not. This year I'm practical. So practical, in fact.
Oh.
So like we're sweaty people. Me and my sisters.
I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, speak for yourself.
Well, are you sweaty?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You're like really not that sweaty. Like I'm sweaty.
I feel like in the last podcast you said you aren't, and that's why you don't like have to shower a lot. You're like I don't really sweat.
I like sweat sometimes like under my boobs or like and like I don't like to put deodorant. Do you put deodorant under your boobs?
No, I didn't even know it was a thing.
Oh well, whatever. Anyway, to make a long story short, I saw this commercial for this like
under deodorant.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like under boob and like.
Is it like a little stick then?
No, it's like a little It's like a little cream.
Oh.
You can put it between your thighs, like if your like thighs rub together, which yours fucking don't. You're like, oh, why would you need that? But anyway, so that's how practical I got this year. I'm like not fucking around. Like,
but they'll
giving
use
you
it.
Everything you need. What about like Sonny? Sometimes like I think he just like doesn't know what to do, and so he'll go to CVS and like spend like $700 and get me like razor blades, fucking Tylenol, like Cheez-Its, which I don't even like.
Oh,
by the
that's
way.
my favorite snack.
But like just like put all this stupid shit in my stocking, which is like cute and nice, but it's only because he waits till the last goddamn minute. And then I'm like, what? Like, do you think I'm like? Are you trying to tell me something?
Yeah.
Like, do I need to shave my goddamn legs? Like what? Like soap. Like Betsy, fucking shower.
Well, that
you know,
might be
that's like the kind of shit he does.
One time,
it's just a little passive aggressive for my taste.
Well, what do you think about this?
Oh God.
One year, which I do want to talk about relationships and holidays too. But so this was one where I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
And the gift was to pay for a yearly gym pass. I thought that was pretty insulting. He's like, well, didn't you say you wanted to go to that gym? Well, if I decide I want to go to the gym, I will buy my membership. Like I didn't like that. He told me like, and also that's not a gift. Like, oh yeah, it just comes out of my checking account. I'm paying for your monthly gym pass. I also think it was a way to just trap me, to like be with him for a long time.
Why?
Like for at least for another year.
Like I think if you want to trap somebody, you like do something like handle their phone bill forever. Like the fucking gym. I don't give a fuck if you're paying for my gym membership. Bye.
True.
Like if you're paying for my phone, I kind of got to stick around.
So, I mean, at first I was mad, but then I'm like, whatever, I'll use it. It was in the back of my day when I was like a workout freak. And so I was using it. And then one time we got in like a big fight and I went in and it kept getting declined, my little key card. And I was like, what? And they're like,
shut it off?
Canceled my membership. Mm-hmm. And then when you cancel, you have to like pay a fee to like get back in. I was like, man, he trapped me. He did that on purpose.
What a weirdo.
Well, he's a psycho.
Yeah, I mean, I actually, like, I do think that there are some, like, you have to know the person you're buying things for. Like, one year, my dad, I remember this, like, it was yesterday. My dad bought my mom something for the kitchen.
Oh.
And Christmas morning, we're, like, young, too. We're, like, all opening shit. And my mom opens, I don't know what it was, like a microwave or something. My mom lost her mind.
And he's probably like, well, you needed it. You wanted it.
He's literally the most practical person of all time.
Yeah.
And she's like, if you fucking ever get me anything for the kitchen again, this is over.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I wouldn't
so
want that
she
either.
has not gotten one thing for the kitchen since.
I feel like he has definitely came back. He gets her like fancy jewels now and stuff.
Because
purses.
he has to.
Yeah.
Because like he doesn't want her to cause a goddamn scene.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I don't like those things. Like my sister, for instance, sorry, Tara, I always use you as an example. But when she opens gifts, like the one year Jack, her husband, got her like a bunch of workout clothes. She's like, cool. I'm like, oh, I would have loved that. I wear workout clothes like not to work out, just like every day. But
Did she think
she took it as like, oh, he just wants me to go to the gym more. I'm like, well, I got a membership one year.
I know, but like it's just so tough because like it is practical and like some of us want sports bras, some of us want like workout pants. I think if you're not asking for them though, probably stay away. As a dude, stay away from something like that unless they specifically ask. Don't you think?
I think it's one of those things to talk. Like for me, I was talking about like, oh, I want to go to this gym. So he, in his mind, was thinking like, oh, great. Well, I'll just buy her the pass. And me, I'm like, I didn't like that either. Again, Sarah's like, man, I really need to get like new workout pants. I need to do this. I need to do that. But then when she got it as a gift, it's like, well, yeah, I mentioned that I need it, but I don't want that for my gift.
What do you like? Have you ever gotten a gift that you like really hated and like you said like I actually fucking hate this?
No.
So what'd you do when you got the gym membership? What did you say?
I am like a actress. I'm
okay,
like,
so let's pretend like let's reenact it right now. I give you this gym membership, and I'm like, Bridget, I am so no. I give you a Weight Watchers like gift card. I'm like, Bridget, this program is
changed my life.
Changed my life. I really think that it could help you, and I'm so excited to give it to you. And I give it to you, and you unwrap it.
I don't know. It's got to like actually happen. No, it's like actually got to happen for me to like. I can't think of like how I would react.
You would be like, oh my God, this is so nice. You are an actress.
Yeah. I will say about the gym membership, I just like hated him. So of course I was like, really, this is what like you got me. If it was anyone else, I would be like, oh my God, I've been talking about how I wanted to go to this gym. Like, thank you so much.
That's exactly what you would do. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I still do that to this day. There's like home videos of me when I'm like a little kid and like opening it, every single gift. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is my new favorite toy ever. Thank you so much. The next one, this is the best toy ever. Like I've been that way my whole life. It's so weird.
Even if you didn't like it.
Yeah. I was crazy. I just wanted to, I always like to make people feel good.
It is really sad when when you get somebody something and you're like so excited for them to open it and they're like, oh, thank you. It's so nice.
And then you're like, wow, you really hated it, huh? Like it's a little awkward.
And then you pull them aside later and you're like, if you don't want it, I have the receipt.
Yes. I have the gift receipt. Take it back. Get something that you want. I do that all the time.
Yeah,
yes.
I know. God, that sucks.
I know.
Did you already start Christmas shopping?
Oh
my God, you're so weird. What's even the date? It's literally like 10 days till Christmas.
I know. You know when I usually do my shopping?
If
I need to order it online, I'll look like, all right, what can I order? And if it says like 5 to 7 days, I'm like, all right, shit, I just need to put in my calendar. I've got to do this by like December 21st. Instead of just doing it then. It doesn't make any sense. I know.
It's so weird.
Mostly getting everything together is Christmas Eve, night before. Mm-hmm.
What do you mean getting everything together?
Like wrapping and stuff. Putting in bags.
Do you know what I was doing before I got here?
Wrapping?
Sure was.
Want my shirt?
No.
You were wrapping like last weekend.
I know.
I asked you to hang out.
If I get 5 or more gifts, if I get 5 or more packages delivered, I'm like, yep, time to wrap. I can't let them pile up.
You are crazy. I know. I asked you to do something last weekend. You're like, no, I need to wrap gifts. I'm like, it's like December 10th. You're like, yeah, I know. I'm like, huh? Why are you doing all this so early?
Because I don't like to be rushed. At any point in my life, I don't want to be rushed.
And I'm always rushing.
Oh my God.
Literally, even like getting here. It was work from home day. So I'm like just relaxing. I start getting ready like pretty early to come in our pod. I wanted to be all festive for the podcast. Mm-hmm. I'm doing that. And like, it doesn't matter how early I start getting ready. I look at the time like, oh my gosh, I got 5 minutes to go. It's just the time always is like going by and I'm always running out the door. Always rushing.
You really are.
Always.
It is so weird.
I know.
Okay, so you have gotten 0 gifts at this point.
Correct.
Oh my God, Bridget.
I'll get it done. The door will be closing and I'll just slide right on through and make Christmas a holly jolly time.
That is so wild. And it also like, I feel like if you were buying me a gift, which you're not, I'd be like, what? Like, am I not important enough to like buy it on the fucking 10th? like.
Well,
a
what's the
normal
difference if it's I get it on the 21st or I
Because
get it on
then
the
it's
10th?
like rushed. It's rushed, and also like I feel like you feel rushed, and then like your like heart and soul doesn't go into the total. Like,
Well, they don't know I wait until the last minute to
Well,
get them
now
gifts.
they do.
Well, sorry.
Now
family.
they do. Oh my God, I'm done with all of mine.
You are crazy.
Oh yeah,
I mean, good for you.
the whole thing.
Like, do you and Sonny have to have this conversation too? Like, okay, we're only spending this much on each other, or we're only getting each other this amount of gifts, or you just do what you want?
Well, we just do what we want because I do things like I get drunk at night and then I just am shopping online and then like there's like $1,000. I spend $1,000 here, $1,000 there, like, and then I wake up and I have $0 in my bank account. I know.
What are you spending like $1,000
I
on?
don't know, like a lot of stuff. Like, practical gifts.
$30
impractical
underwear?
gifts. You want to know what I got this guy? I hope he doesn't listen. I got him this weird, crazy, expensive tie-dye, like, sweatsuit number.
What? He's not
Yeah,
going
it's
to wear
really
that.
cool. Yeah, he will.
No, he
It's
won't.
actually super cool.
I cannot imagine Sonny wearing a tie-dye sweatsuit.
Well, he's going to wear it because I spent a lot of money on it.
Well, if it goes back to this thing, he's going to open it and be like, wow.
Wow, I love tie-dye.
Betsy, so where did you get this? How much?
No, he doesn't
Oh,
do that.
great.
He's very grateful.
I'll just get something else with that money.
No, he's very grateful. Do you know, like, now when people ask me what I want, because I don't want them, like, fucking around and getting me shit I don't want, I'm like, just money's fine.
I told my mom that too.
Money.
She every year she'll be, okay, great. If that's really what you want, are you sure you're not going to open anything then? I'm just going to get you money. I'm like, yes. She can't help herself.
What is with moms with you're not going to get to open anything?
We're
I'm like,
still
I want to
children.
fucking open a check. I want to open something that's this big and it's fucking cash. It's all I want to open.
They still look at us as little kids and they want us to like,
Jesus.
They feel like, oh, it's not Christmas spirit if you don't get a gift to open. Every year she says she's like going to listen. Every year I get gifts. Like, Mom, and they're always nice gifts, but I'm like, just wants money. Except last year, I really like that she got me my Bookman ring.
Oh, yeah. Well, but that is basically like getting money because it's like
True.
really, it's expensive. But that's what I say to my mom. I like quality over quantity.
Yep.
I don't want a whole bunch of random little shit. I want like one big thing. Is that how you are or no?
Now I am. When like I was like growing up,
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
like I would like
Yeah.
you know how I am about like competitiveness and fairness. I'll be like, I've only opened 5 gifts and it looks like Sean had 8. Like I was that kid.
I know.
Yeah, I would be like, well, that's not fair.
Well, I'm just
So
gonna.
now to this day, my mom literally gets us the same amount of gifts every single time because she doesn't want any to hear from me.
The other day, this is just a side note story. I had to bring this up to Bridget. The other day, we were sharing a bottle of champagne, and we're in the middle of a conversation, and I'm like talking, and like I'm really like into this conversation. All of a sudden, I notice that Bridget's attention gets stolen in the middle of this very important conversation, and I'm like, what the fuck is she doing? And then I realize the bartender is pouring our champagne into our glasses, and she was so concerned that she was going to get less champagne.
And I did.
me.
I did. I was like mad. I'm like,
I'm like, are you really looking to see if you're getting less champagne than me? And she's like, yeah. I was like, you're a psycho.
and then I like did. I'm like, yeah, these aren't even. I'm like,
She
trying to
did.
say
She had to say out loud, Rob. She literally says out loud. She goes, I mean, they're not even.
because I was mad that he didn't give me the same amount as you.
Is it
How did he take it? Like,
well,
what did he say?
No,
he
she
didn't do
didn't-
anything. I was saying it more.
to me? She was saying it to me. She's like mad at me that I got more. And I'm like, see, this is what happens when you're not a brat. You get more. Take my sip.
I wasn't a brat to him. I was just looking like, and I even saw him like get to eye level, like thinking they're even. I'm like, they're not even, sort of even. Fine. So then we get another glass of champagne, and this was Betsy. This is you being a little crazy, but I agreed with it. He like didn't fill them up like very much, and they're expensive glasses of champagne. She's like, should we say something like, hey, can we get it filled to the top? And I'm like, I know. I feel like we should. This is expensive.
Yeah. And when we say expensive, they're like $40 glasses of
yes.
champagne. And like, just so you know, like a champagne flute is this big. So
Yes.
like, listen, we need all we can get. Yeah.
Fill the shit up.
Yeah.
So but we're waiting and waiting for him. He's busy to like, come over to do this. And so Betsy goes to the bathroom and she comes back. I'm like, by the way, I told him. And she's like, wow, you did? Because I'm usually not one
Yeah.
to like have confrontation and
Yeah.
like complain about anything. And I was like, I did. She's like, oh, great. So then she takes a sip of the champagne. I'm like, well, no, he hasn't filled it up yet. And she's like, well, I know. I'm like, oh my God, so you did that. So now you get more again because you took a sip out of it and you know he's coming over to fill it all the way up.
Like,
I was like mad at you. I'm like, you like little cheater.
Listen,
Cheater.
Like,
You knew what you were doing.
I did, and I wanted to take a sip, and I did. And guess what? I got more than you.
I know.
2 times around.
I know.
I got more than you.
But do it like a fountain drink machine.
like it doesn't always pay off to like do the right thing. Just so you know.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know how we got on that subject, but I do get very upset when things aren't fair or equal.
You're an actual psycho. You're like, there's something fucking wrong with you.
I know. I think I've like rubbed off on my nephews too. Like, for instance, my youngest nephew, his birthday was in June. And for all of them, I usually do like an Aunt Bridgie day. And like I spend it with them and like get them a new pair of shoes or whatever they want. The other day, it was very passive aggressive, but very smart on Mac's part. I get there, he goes, hey, Bridgie, how long ago was my birthday? I'm not thinking anything of it. And I was like, well, it's like December. Your birthday's in June. So it was a while ago. And he's like, oh, yeah. So do you think we'll do my Aunt Bridgie day by the end of the year? Or will it? I'm like, oh my, he hasn't forgotten. And he's like, well, you did it with Kelly and Luke and JT. And I'm like, you're right, Mac. I get it. I would be the same way as you right now. You're sitting there thinking, well, this isn't fair. I understand. So maybe it's like a youngest of the family thing.
Yeah. And also, but like the thing that I think that people should know early on in life is not fair. Mac, sorry. It's what it is. Life sucks and then you fucking die.
I don't know. I think
it's the truth, Bridget. It
should be a little bit more fair.
Well, it's not.
I know. I do have one other topic before we wrap this up because I have some friends that are like in talking stages of relationships.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Yeah.
Do you bring or invite, at least extend the invitation to invite someone that you're not like, official with, like boyfriend, girlfriend, but it looks like you're going in that direction, but it's still pretty early. Do you invite them to your family Christmas?
Hell no.
I agree.
Hell no.
I agree. I got to be with someone for like years. And I'm like, all right, I guess it's time you can meet the fam.
Me too. There is no way I'm bringing a random person to my house.
I agree.
Like to my family's house on a holiday. I think that's so fucking
And then
weird.
I have like other friends too that it's like, they're searching to get with someone right now. He's like, well, I got to be with someone for the holidays, for Christmas and New Year's Eve. Like, you're just going to like date someone that you don't even like just to be with someone in the holidays? Well, yeah, it's the most romantic time of the year. I'm like, what?
People are so weird.
So weird.
Like, I didn't bring Sunny home for like 15 years.
Yeah, you really didn't. I know.
I think we're the wrong people to ask that question
I know.
to. Like, I would say you at least have to be dating somebody seriously for a year minimum.
I agree. Same thing to like bring like to your work holiday party too.
Oh yeah.
So you like get to bring a date. Like,
oh
you
yeah.
got to be
so
like.
Weird. I don't think it's the same for gifting. Like I think if you're talking to somebody and you've been talking for even like a few months, like yeah, it's the holidays. Like get them something like small, something that's not gonna like scare the shit out of them. Like a ring or something.
Yes.
Yeah, like a piece of jewelry,
or even just something wildly expensive. It's just like, oh, geez, all right.
I mean, I'd take it. Obviously, I'd take it depending on how much money the person made. But,
yeah, I guess so.
But I just think I think it's so weird. I was gonna ask you, are you buying it? Like, do you have any boys that you want to buy anything for?
No.
Ew. What are you talking about?
Well, that's just like silly. No. I mean, no.
Ooh, like, are you okay over there? Like, you seem like really.
I'm just trying to think of like who you think I would get a gift for.
I don't know. Like, I like to buy people gifts so they like I'm always in their mind. Like I like I feel like if I was a single gal. Like, I'd like any guy I was talking to, like, oh, like, here you go. I'm sending you something. And, like, it's just, like, a picture of me, like, that they can, like, put on their, like, nightstand.
I know I'm the almost famous half, and I'm usually, like, spotlight. You are like that, and I'm no way. I would rather die than, like, send something like that.
Really?
Yes. And also, I love how you think, again, totally different mindsets. You think, oh, if I get them a little something, I'm going to be on top of their mind. I'm thinking, if I send them something and I'm barely talking to them, they're going to be like, red flag, she's a psycho. She's going to, like, trap me. Yeah.
Okay, so like, if I was single, which I'm clearly not, that is the best idea I've actually ever come up with, which I just came up with right now on this show. That's what I would do. Like, I'm sure I'd have, like, 10 boyfriends, and I'd, like, just, like, have, like, a sexy photo of myself, and I'd put it in a nice frame, and I'd send it to each of them.
You are weird. Mm-mm.
You think that's that weird?
Rob, do you think that's weird? Yep. See,
you wouldn't like it.
Yeah, because then he's like, well, what does she expect me to do with this?
Like, put it up. What do you mean?
I feel like that would be a guy's, Rob, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like a guy would open that and that would be like, oh, she's trying to make sure that she's the only one that I'm talking to. She's trying to make this shit official.
Wallet size or like?
No, it's in a frame.
I would think like, oh God, she's trying to make shit official and like wants to be in a relationship.
It doesn't need to be like a mantle photo. It doesn't need to be like as big as the fucking TV.
Yeah, but if you're talking to multiple, if he's talking to multiple ladies, like what's he gonna do with it? He can't have that on display and invite a different girl over.
That's the point.
So I think they would think you're psycho. Like, God, she's just really trying to lock me down.
That's actually what I did to Sunny initially.
Seemed to work.
See, ladies, if you need some advice on how to get a man, listen to me.
I mean, that is true. I always think it's funny when my friends come to me for relationship advice like that. I'm like, really? This is the one that you want to get advice from? Doesn't seem like I am quite the expert in that area.
Yeah, I am happy to give advice. I don't always take my own advice. I feel like you're the same, but
very true.
Yeah. God, one day I wish I could inhabit your body and I could do all these like weird things and like see like what comes out of it.
I know, because you'll advise me like, oh, I would just say this. And I'm like, what? And you're like, what's wrong with that? Like you say the craziest things. And you're like, well, what? And so then I go my route and you're like, I sometimes don't get a response or they're like, don't think it's funny because usually I think I'm being funny. And you're like, well, I don't know. You don't listen to me.
And if you did, you'd be raking in the dudes.
Well, I still get dudes.
I know.
Until they find out I'm corny. Then they're like, well, I don't know about that.
Well, you're putting it on display today, ma'am.
Guys, here I am to be your Christmas girlfriend. Actually, no, I don't want to.
What if you got invited? You always want to go to weird weddings. Like if somebody invited you to their family Christmas party, would you go?
It's not on Christmas, yeah. Like on Christmas, no, I want to be with my family, but say like, oh, it's like a family Christmas party on the 23rd. All right, great. Down for some free drinks and food and to meet new people. I knew you were going
to say, that is sick. That is sick. Yeah, of course. Free food, free drinks, and meeting new people. Like we couldn't be more opposite.
I know. Like that would be your worst nightmare. I don't want anything
for free because then I'm going to have to fucking talk to you, which I definitely don't want to do. And I don't want to meet anyone new.
Yeah. I think that's why I like weddings and you don't. Oh, God. Like I love like a New Year's Eve wedding.
I mean, okay, if a wedding has to happen, which like I like want to die when I get invited to a wedding, I think New Year's is actually not the worst time because like I don't want to be out at a weird bar, which I know you do because you're a fucking weirdo.
I just like to do anything. I just want to be out and about.
I know. I can tell from last night.
Oh my gosh. I know. we still got to recap that.
I know. We do need to recap
Betsy doesn't even know what I was doing out there. Doesn't even know.
I know it wasn't anything that I'd like to hear about. I know it. Like you were just like dancing queen on the fucking floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All checked all. I got my Bridget drunk modes. All of them last night. Every single one. Check.
Is there anything you wish that you would have done that you weren't able to do that's on your list? Did you rap?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Rapped. Irish dance.
No Irish dance. That's the one.
That's the one.
Yep. Little disappointed in that one.
All right. Well, you got more time where that came from. A lot of holiday parties happen in January and February.
Oh yeah. Got a lot more dancing, a lot more drinking, and a lot more rapping to do.
Like
happy holidays.
Actually, like literal rapping.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, literal rapping too.
I'll wear this shirt when I do it.
Are we gonna do a New Year's episode?
I think that'd be lovely.
Great.
Talk about our goals.
Oh yeah, vision boards. We've been saying we're gonna do vision boards every year
for 10 years.
Yeah, I think this is the year.
Yeah, this is the year.
This is the year we do.
Putting it out there now.
Yeah,
this is the year. All right. Well, happy holidays, everybody. We'll be back soon. Cheers.
Cheers.